So I think one of my proudest moments actually was at the point where I resigned from my previous employer, because obviously at that point in time it was the intention that Steve and I were going to go away and do our own thing.
Originally when we started Ybm Mortgages, we were just a two-man band. We were lucky enough that some consultants that we'd worked with previously, when we knew we were leaving and setting up Ybm Mortgages, asked if they could join us.
Certainly within a period of time it was relatively evident that some of the people that I'd worked very, very closely with over a period of many, many years probably felt exactly the same as I did and had made that decision to potentially move on. At the point where they obviously came to us, we were nothing more than a fledgling business with limited offering.
We had no referrers, we had no offices to work from, we barely had a website set up at that point, so it was purely based on faith in us that they decided to join us on our journey and to enact our dreams.
To have so many consultants that I'd worked with for so long just show some blind faith in actually a dream that we have was really fantastic. So I've got an awful lot of respect for the consultants that initially joined and subsequently those consultants thereafter that have joined again as we've become more and more successful.
Hi, I'm Mark Swaby, Mortgage and Protection Consultant with Yellow Brick Mortgages. I'm 49 years old, I live in Elsham, originally from the East End of London. I moved up just over 20 years ago now with my family, two boys, 26 and 23.
My name's Dan, I've got 3 kids now. My eldest is 5, my middle child is 2, and then we've just literally had a baby girl who's now 2 months old. I've been with YBM since the start, I think it's coming up to 3 years now.
Hi, I'm Adam Beecher. I'm 33 and I'm an Associate Director and Finance Partner.
Hi, I'm Matt, I'm 31. I'm a mortgage advisor for Yellow Brick Mortgages.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee and I'm a Mortgage and Protection Advisor here at Yellow Brick Mortgages.
Hi, I'm Vicky. I'm 30 years old. I've got a daughter who's called Bonnie. She is 17 months old.
Hi, I'm Rob Chapp, Mortgage and Protection Consultant for Yellow Brick Mortgages.
Life has changed for me since becoming a member of the Ybm family because of the way that we're given the autonomy to run our business the way we feel we should run it.
Since joining, I've got so much more flexibility and freedom, especially spending time with my kids, which is a huge part of my life. So before, when I was employed, I only had my son at the time. And since going self-employed, being at home more with my 2 daughters, I realised how much I actually missed out kind of doing the 9 to 5 grind when we just had my boy. So yeah, so much more time with them.
It was harder because it was a set regimen and set hours and we wouldn't see him.
I think the kids are happier because they're about more, so much so that they don't actually like me leaving the house anymore. Even though before they used to be leaving kind of 8 o'clock in the morning, coming back 5:30, 6 at night. Hannah, the better half, I think I get in her way a lot.
Since Adam has joined YBM, he's a lot more relaxed. He's not tied to targets, or his working day is a lot more flexible, so he doesn't have to work all day and then see people in the evening. He can take some time off in the day.
Previously, I used to work 60-ish hours in an office every week as a broker. So since going self-employed and working for YBM, I can actually have that work-life balance. So I'm not sitting in an office and someone else is bringing up my daughter. I can work from home, so I can still have time with her out in the garden. You know, I still get to make sure she's having a nice lunch and everything like that. So it just kind of brings the work-life balance actually to life as such.
I've got that flexibility if and when I need it. So later down the line, you know, when I moved in with my fiance, have children, then that flexibility is going to become more important. But now it's nice to not have to get up at 7:30 to, get ready for work, get in the car to be there for 9, and also can work weekends if necessary.
Life's changed for me since joining YBM in terms of I've got a huge amount more flexibility than I used to have. I can plan my life to look how I want it to, rather than being shoehorned into only having Sundays off.
Financially, we're able to just do that a little bit more. You know, if there's an extra week that we can take, as a family for a holiday together, then we're in a position now, probably for the first time since we've become a young family, that I can do that.
Financially, things have gone massively better. There's been a huge improvement. Earnings-wise, since going self-employed, it is significantly higher than what I was ever earning before as an employed broker. So financially, it was a huge step in the right direction.
I tend not to worry too much about the money every month. I think for me, if you do the right thing for the customer and you do the right thing for getting them in the situation that they need to get in and they want to get in, the financial rewards will follow.
When I first started at Ybm, I was very apprehensive about everything. You know, it was very much, you know, oh, it's going to be this big opportunity, big dream. And I was a bit like, oh, okay, is it? Or am I just kind of being sold down the garden path? But actually, everything that I was told has come through and more.
I actually felt surprisingly relaxed. I had quite a lot of confidence, obviously, with the financial side of things in terms of dealing with the lenders. I knew criteria quite well. The setup's really good with their systems, and the support was there from Steve and Greg.
Going from having a regular safe salary to having a self-employed fluctuating income was a risk, but it was a risk that paid off.
Most people would probably say they were a bit scared when starting off self-employment, but I, living at home, kind of don't have many responsibilities in terms of bills and mortgages and stuff like that on my own, so I was reasonably relaxed. I believed in the vision that Greg and Stephen had talked about, and saw the fruits of what the fruits of my labour would become, providing I worked hard. So I was more eager and sort of raring to go rather than anything else.
So was I nervous? Yes. Was I excited? Even more. Did I know I would succeed? I have faith in my own ability. I have faith in the ability of Ybm, and I think, like I say, if you treat customers right, you treat them in the right way, and you look after them, they will follow.
So I decided to leave my previous employer. I didn't enjoy being stuck in an estate agent office on my own, well after all the estate agents had gone home, sitting there working through my endless paperwork and figures that I had to report just for the sake of reporting figures.
It was about regaining work-life balance. It had gone completely out the window where I was before, and there was just no flexibility around it. I needed to reset, and Yellow Brick gave me that opportunity.
I think for me it was twofold. First of all, I'd got to a situation with my previous employer where the movement on was probably stagnant, and it wasn't going to allow me to move on anywhere further. And I've got nothing but respect for my previous employers. But the pipe dream is something that was told to me a number of months ago by Greg, and what Ybm means, and seeing their Trustpilot reviews, seeing what their customers say about Yellow Brick Mortgages, knowing how Steve and Greg work, knowing what clients mean to them. Although it was a pipe dream, I knew it was reality as well.
I think if a consultant's looking to join Ybm, the one thing I would say is that they have to have the client's outcome beyond their own individual objectives of income. It's a role where if you do put that first, then your income takes care of itself.
I think if someone's thinking of joining Ybm, it's really, we've got lots of great examples now of people who've done that and been very successful, been happier, had more flexibility, have earned more than previous. So I think there's a lot of examples we can give them as to how it's worked for others.
I think the main thing I would say to anyone looking to join Ybm is to give it a go. There's plenty of support there, from us all. It's probably like no role they've ever worked in before, and that's absolutely a good thing.
You've got the opportunity here to make what you want of it.
You couldn't ask for a better place to start than Ybm. And I think Greg and Steve encourage us, ourselves, to try and find people that we can take under our wing to try and help and support that. Something that I'm actually in the process of doing as we speak at the moment, trying to get people that I believe could also deliver first-class quality advice with my support as well.
I don't think there's anyone that I know at Yellow Brick Mortgages that it hasn't paid off for.